This meeting is being live streamed.
It is?
That's what it says. Yep, we're live. You did
Okay,
it.
yeah, I see the progress bar. Man, that was annoying.
Mhm.
Hooray.
Dang. All right. So let's see. I can at least grab the link and put it in our Facebook group.
I
It's
put it
already
in there.
there.
Oh, you did already? Okay. Quick. It's quick.
Well, I didn't put the live link. I just put the YouTube. I guess you could add the live link to that post.
Quick
Oh.
drama crawl. Whether it be on, yeah, there we are.
Wouldn't it be the same link? If you click it,
Not really. And
you're
I
right
don't,
to
I don't
that.
think YouTube really doesn't have a great interface is when you go to someone's channel. It's really more
Right.
based about, it's more like what it leads you to or suggests to you, I guess.
Gotcha.
In my opinion, I guess. I don't know.
So it's 148.
Yeah.
All right. Sorry, everybody. If anybody tunes into this, we are not really expecting. So we'll just kind of talk like no one's listening. But
Hi, YouTube.
we did
One person watching. Thank you for watching.
we had some
supporting,
technical difficulties.
subscribing, telling your friends about us.
Yeah, YouTube algorithm.
Yeah.
Put us out there.
Man, our people got to put us out there. They got to hit that like and the thumb. They got to do the
That's
things.
true.
Do the things,
Yeah.
people. Do the things.
Man, he's got to start selling pictures of his feet or something to some customers.
I've been doing that. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
I don't like to cross pollinate with my businesses though, so those will remain
Yeah.
separate.
Yeah, he's got separate social media for that.
Yeah.
Have you guys heard of Findom?
Yeah, it's financial dominance.
No.
What do you think? What do you think a lot of these cosplayers are doing? That's a form of findom. They're preying on a bunch of simps that like that shit.
I just randomly used the word simp yesterday, and Bill was like, "What is that?" I was like, "I don't even know where it came from. Like, why did I say that?"
Yeah,
Is that what is that? Like just
OnlyFans, like
sucker
OnlyFan
that-
models,
Okay.
OnlyFan models. They practice findom, financial dominance.
Yeah, financial dominance. Like, you just dudes pay to be mean to him, I guess.
I mean,
I do it for
that or
free.
just like, you want to see these titties? Fork over $50.
Ooh, nice. Okay.
Yeah, that's sad. That's really sad. Like there's like a whole element of that. Is that like like incels or something like that? Maybe.
I don't know if it's just like incels or I mean if it's just like if it's like one of those overlaying Venn diagrams where it's just like
yeah, if you spend a lot of time on OnlyFans and like you ever got a lot of subscriptions and you're keep like like whatever sending them a bunch of money, like that's not you're probably not going to have a great relationship on the side.
Yeah. That ends up, I bet.
Yeah.
actually, since we're on this topic, if you both of you, if you were growing up in the like if you were Gen Zers coming of age like right now, 18, 19, would you participate in the OnlyFans debauchery? Be it with
I would do it right now if I thought I could make some money. Hell yeah. The fuck?
Oh, as a seller or purchaser? Yeah, because
As
I
a
guess
seller.
you ask a female
seller.
that's one way. It's like you ask.
Well,
a dude that.
let's say for you then, Chris, you're the boyfriend of a chick that wants to get involved into OnlyFans, and she's like, "Hey, you want to be my actor, my participant? Would you join in on that?"
Nah, I'd be like, that sounds like a lot of work. I'm just gonna be like, there's someone over
I
there.
saw a reality show where the girl monetized everything. Like, she monetized her toothbrush to her toenail clippings to them having sex. And they interviewed the guys, like, you know how they do, like on a reality show, they show the different people
testimonials.
talking.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was like, my whole life is ruined over this. Like, he was so sad about it. Like, he's like, I can't even remember the last time we had sex and it wasn't for money.
Yeah, that's not. Yeah, perfectly
was
normal, perfectly
traumatized.
healthy. Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
Monkey's uncle's here.
What up, Monk?
Nice.
Do we know who Monkey's uncle is?
It's Rich. It's still Rich.
Oh, it is still Rich. Okay.
Yeah, still Rich.
Don't blow up his spot, guys. He goes
Dr.
by
Rich. Dr. Rich.
Yeah.
See him here.
I mean, he has to put in that doctors have PhDs or right PhDs, or is it masters, or what is it that that the doctors have?
I think he's like slightly better doctor than Dr. Jill.
Okay.
A little bit higher up.
All right.
Nice. All right.
Which like like someone like that does pest control is like pretty close to that.
A biologist, or
Pretty close to Dr. Jill.
no, what are the ones that oh, I can't think of the term right now. The ones that deal with insects.
What's the deal with insects?
I have a guy for that. It's actually a
Right.
girl.
I do my own.
Good.
Yeah, I know how you like to deal with your own wildlife and all that. Did you make all the
Yeah.
posts, Quona?
I did. I made the yes.
All right, go ahead and start recording the audio, Chris. All right, 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Good evening, Endless Ranters. Welcome back for episode 148 of your Endless Ranters podcast. Thanks for listening, watching, and subscribing. We truly appreciate the support. My name's Chris. I'm one of your hosts for this evening. It's the Soggy Mom living in a crunchy mom's world. Quana, how you doing?
Super soggy.
Super soggy?
Super soggy.
Yeah, just trying to make all the other crunchy moms a little more soggy, a little,
Yeah.
take a little of the
Have some
crunch
balance.
off.
Yep.
Yep. All right. It's Man with the Plan. It's producer Manny. What's going down, Mole Man?
I'm brown as hell, and I'm not gonna take it anymore, Christopher.
You shouldn't.
Wait, no,
You
wait,
really
that's not
shouldn't.
that's not how the line goes.
You
But
should put some
the sentiment.
suntan lotion on and get an umbrella, I think it called a parasol.
Oh, is that what a parasol is? Okay.
Yeah. Oh, I just had that revelation. Were we talking about that earlier this week? Like, I think it's like when you're shading yourself, it's a parasol. When it's raining, it's an umbrella.
Okay.
That's
But the same instrument for both?
Parasol
parasol's
probably
a little
has
bit
like
lighter.
rough. I think a parasol probably has like ruffles.
Yeah.
Maybe some
Yeah.
colors.
Ruffles when it's raining.
Yeah. So as you notice, Robbie Spilot's not here. He had to be put on a timeout this week, and
he's been acting quite fussy.
yeah, I mean, I don't want to air our internal issues, but I will.
A severe lack in manners.
Yeah. So earlier this week, we were, making fun of Bud Light and how it was turning the kids trans and all that stuff, and we were having a good time with it, and then he decided he thought he'd share a funny meme about how Coors Light and Miller Lite's doing the same things. And I don't know, it made me feel uncomfortable. I felt like he was creating a hostile workplace, which normally I'm good with. You know what I mean?
Right.
But it's like it was like hostile towards me. It's like, no.
Right.
Oh, that was
Went
a problem.
right after
Gotcha.
the C- went
Yeah,
right
hostility.
in with
Like, I like a hostile workplace, but like, like the hostility's got to go in another direction.
Yeah.
1,000,000%.
1,000,000%.
So I don't know. So I had to file a HR complaint to Quana this week because Quana's the female in our group. So, obviously she's HR.
Yes,
Yeah.
obviously.
By default.
How things are. She's our Toby.
She has a chopper? Dude, when are we gonna get a ride on your chopper? Let's go.
Chop, chop, chop. It's
I don't
really
know.
just me standing over you, swinging my titties.
Okay.
Sorry.
It's okay. After what Robbie did this week, it's like, do we even have enough energy to deal with that? I think Bud Light needs to go further and to get like a really ugly person. You know what I'm talking about? Like, they need to really get, someone from like Libs of TikTok, one of those videos to be their spokesperson,
Ooh, let's go take it even a step further. They could have
someone with some facial
Elaine
hair is what
Maxwell
I'm saying.
be there. Oh, never mind.
Oh.
I mean, at Public Enemy #1, Ghislaine Maxwell. She could be their
Oh,
spokesperson.
Ghislaine.
Yeah, I mean, fuck. Let's just go all the way.
I think it's Gizzolani.
Whatever it is.
Gislania.
Yeah, Gislania, whatever.
Gislani is her name.
I can't say it.
Gislani.
It sounds like a monkey's uncle Zoom happy hour name.
Does.
Yeah, they should get her while they're at it. While they're. I don't get it. Yeah, I'm still confused by it. I wish someone like that did the commercial or whatever was like would just explain, be like, I had no idea. Like I had no idea that people hated this person so much, or like this person was
like,
so
look,
polarizing.
We're running a what you call it? A psych op in the form of a ad campaign. So just relax, this will all blow over soon.
Yeah.
We're gonna blow up a building in no time. Don't worry.
Yeah, don't worry. Don't worry.
Okay.
Oh, look at that wildfire over there. Oh look at it. It's the biggest, it's the largest one in human look at that. It's the largest one in human history since 1994.
In American history, yeah.
Yeah, since 1994. Like they're like it's the biggest one. It's the most since 19
the most patriotic fire I've ever laid eyes on.
Since 2003. Like that's not that long ago. Like everything's the most, but then they throw a date on it.
It's like, oh, okay, there's always a caveat.
Right. Yeah, anyway.
So what's with this pressing question that you have for us? That you
I had a personal question for you, for both of you.
Oh boy.
Because it's something that I was doing this morning that in the bathroom, I was at the sink.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I'm ready.
Stop beating off to us, please. I mean,
no, I was going to ask y'all
if our view count up, but this is
if the situation's ever right and you're just like, man, I gotta break out my neti pot.
What?
All right, so we're 50%. Wish Robbie was here to break the tile. I was wondering, like, if that's my question. Have either of you ever? Do you know what a neti pot is, and do you understand how important it is? How important a neti pot is?
I'm obviously not in the demographic, so I need a little explanation.
I do understand what it is, and I have never. I don't require one, but
you know what it is, but you've never used one.
I do live in a house where one is required. Before he had like some sort of septum problem, and then he had a little surgery, and it fixed it. So now he doesn't need the neti pot anymore. But the neti pot it works. That works.
Manny, I just hope to God you're talking about your husband and not one of your pets.
Well,
hey,
can't complain.
It's gonna be a mystery.
Yeah.
That soggy mom lifestyle has a range, yo.
That's true. Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe somebody. I can't really see straight right now. So maybe somebody can bring up a picture of a neti pot. It looks like a little plastic tea kettle.
Okay.
Right. Maybe in a child's play set, and you put warm water in it with some kind of saline solution. And when I say that, I mean little packets you get, like a box of 100 from CVS. And then you tilt your head over and you put it in one nostril.
Yeah, I'm seeing pictures of this right now. Hold on, let me I want to do a little bit of screen.
And it's like magic. It's magic.
Honestly, this looks like some fucked up TikTok trend that like blew by us overnight.
You see, this makes it look weird.
This makes it look weird, but your explanation didn't.
Yeah, when you put a mosaic of people putting things in their noses on the screen. What is this? Some kind of ambush?
Oh my God.
That's the one I got right there.
Those
the
are
blue one. No,
look at this cat right here. Look at this guy.
No, stop. Right above. Hey, ignore that guy. Right above that. Right there. Yeah, that's mine. I got that one. Yes, the Neil man. I don't know who this guy Neil is, but man, the neti pot king. I'm not gonna lie. I got one of those too. That's what I used to when I travel.
I'm telling you, this looks like some dumbass TikTok.
She looks like she needs more than a neti pot. She needs to eat something. Like you need to eat a steak, lady.
Listen,
what do you need me to diagnose these people?
A lot to work with. Small choppers.
Still,
I mean, I don't know.
Go out there and eat an animal. right now.
Seeing photos of that has me curious, so I'd try it, but I don't know if there was like some sinister motive with your question.
Yeah, I used to have a lot of like at our last house. I think our last house had a bunch of dust mites because man, I used to have allergies and sinus infections all the time. So I'd try anything. And I'm not even gonna lie, I saw this on Oprah.
And does she hand those out to everybody in the crowd? Like you get a
Uh,
pot, you get a pot, you get a pot.
I don't know. I think it was like maybe it was like a Dr. Oz thing where he was like bringing in like crazy things like enemas and
Was
neti
this-
Have you seen
pots, which are like
have you seen
nose
channeling
enemas.
for ears?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I've seen that. That looks crazy. I want to try that one day, but I don't need to because I use Q-tips. I've used Q-tips every day of my life for the last, I don't know, since I can remember.
You don't give your ears a day off in between swabs?
I mean, there's probably been like 4 times in the last 50 years I've run out of Q-tips. Maybe a day or two, whatever,
I
Wow.
didn't know your ears needed a day off.
No, they don't. No.
I give my, I don't know, 3, 4, 5 days sometimes in between swabbing.
Oh, well, they say like, they run the, they tell you this BS like, well, you use Q-tips and you're just pushing the wax in. Not if you started when you were like 4. There's nothing to push in.
But
Same. I have the same birth time as you, Christopher, and it was an everyday thing. You did it every day.
Yeah. Two.
Yeah.
And it flip
sell more
around.
Q-tips,
Yeah.
guys. This was the plan, a big Q-tip all
Yeah.
along.
Yeah.
And I know how to use them.
I hope you do.
I'm loyal to I would never sue them if I hurt myself. I'd be like, that's on me.
Do you use generic ones or do you buy the actual brand?
Yeah, cute,
'Cause-
real ones. Yeah.
Yeah, you got to be the real one.
Been burned a couple times, things weren't going so well in life. It's like save $1. No.
Not on those.
Plus, also if you just time it right, and I know this is gripping stuff here, but you time it right, you get a good deal on the name brand, like a 500 box. Like you're good for a month on that at least. 500 Q-tips.
I just don't feel the need to fucking clean them out every day, man. It seems excessive.
Right. Well, you got to wonder what you're not hearing out there. You know what I mean?
I can hear the ladybugs fucking in the backyard. So
That. Yep. Think of it. Think of that. Think of it next time you're.
I'm not trying to hear bugs fuck.
All right. Well, do your own thing then, buddy. Can't be judging me.
I'm not. I'm just not.
You and your dirty.
That.
You and your dirty ears.
Yeah.
I am a filthy heathen. What can I say?
I don't even know why we're talking about that.
Well, it was because
Your
you had
neti pot.
you had the personal question that you wanted to ask us. I honestly thought it was going to be something more drastic or important, and over here it's just like, oh, just some casual neti pot bullshit.
I don't really think you're in a position to judge
Nothing
the personal questions or like
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
I got guys, I got a huge question for you this evening.
Flip flops or not?
I don't really want to.
Yes or no?
Yeah.
And
If
to
your
answer the question,
date-
I
It's like
am.
if your date puts salt on her French fries, what would you do? Like, do you flip the table? It's like, what?
No, I honestly would welcome that. I love hella salty fries. I love salty fries. I love salty hash browns. Let's go.
Salty bitches.
Oh, I could do without the
Clearly.
salty bitches though. Damn it! But I
No,
did have a
salty
question I was going to
bitches.
ask you.
But neti pot, man, I tell you what,
Yeah.
the stuff that comes out of your nose, your nostrils, when you have allergies or cold or whatever, like I can't not neti pot because I've seen what lurks beneath.
The Mucinex commercial that lives inside of your
Yeah,
nose.
it's literally like they don't have hands and feet, but they got eyes and mouths, and they're just like they're in there talking shit,
Yeah.
But then I get my neti pot out, and I mean it's not. I mean,
Do you also use the neti pot every day?
my daughter saw me this morning doing it. That's why.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
How'd that go over?
She was freaked out.
Yeah.
She's freaked out because she didn't understand how it worked. They had seen it before, but they just thought it was like a teapot, and then they would they
Try
would
to
say,
drink
"What's
out
that?
of it.
What's that for?" It probably. I'm sure their lips have been.
Have
on
a
it.
tea party with it.
Yeah, it's probably been in the bathtub. Like, now I
Make sure
feel
you.
like I'm coming down with something now.
Oh, you're just
But-
putting your immune system through its paces. Don't worry about it. You'll be
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
Well, there's saline. You put salt water in there, so it's like I think that kind of, it does
Mhm.
everything.
Okay.
Yeah, she was like, "What? How do you do that?" And I was trying to, because they can't imagine that your nasal there's just like a kind of it's just like a one way thing right there.
Let me ask you a
Mhm.
question.
Mm-hmm.
Do you go from one side only or do you do both sides?
You got to do both.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess like, people imagine that like each nostril has its own tube that goes somewhere, but no, they just like like right at the top of your nose, they just connect together. Right. So like if you pour something, if you lean your head and you pour it one way, it just goes up and right out the other nostril.
It's wild, Christopher.
Yeah, you have to try it for the first time. And then especially when you're like,
Is it one of those things like the nasal spray though that you get addicted to and it feels like your nose is kind of a sensitive,
No.
People are
No.
addicted to that stuff. They're like
I know what
constantly
you
like
mean.
moistening their nose.
Yeah, that's a
Weird.
lie.
Okay.
I use Afrin all the time. I got no problem with it at all.
Oh, see. So yeah, no, I don't want to go down your nose spiral, buddy. I don't need a jar of Afrin with me all the
No,
time.
but I mean, I would say the neti pot is more like I don't know, like cocaine or something like that. As far as it, no, I'm just kidding. No,
Just like a
it's
Christmas
just
type thing,
salt water.
holidays.
Just salt water. But no, like when you're sick and you have like like a runny nose or you're blowing your nose, you have congestion or whatever, and you run a neti pot through. Man, the stuff that comes out, like, because you can be blowing your nose all day, and you can still do the neti pot, and like the stuff that comes out will just shock you.
Yeah.
I need
I'm
to.
gonna pass.
Yeah, I'm gonna run my nose through because
Yeah,
every morning I just have my nose won't stop fucking running. It's annoying. So
you should check it out. Yeah.
maybe I should. Maybe your plan worked. This whole thing's been an ad.
Step
This
one
wasn't
is
a question. This was an ad.
Start
This is a
watching
sponsored
Oprah.
ad.
Start watching Oprah
Yeah.
or Dr. Oz.
Either one will
Oh,
work.
Yeah,
Yes.
works.
Or just that dude that you had the picture up. I mean, I don't feel like you should do it laying back. His angle was probably filmed differently, right? Because if you were laying back, wouldn't it be kind of like a drowning feeling more
Counterproductive.
No, you kind of
Yeah.
like just kind of like lean over the sink and then tilt
Yeah.
your head a little bit like that.
Almost
Yeah.
as if someone were brushing their teeth and about to spit out their spent paste. I gotcha.
Maybe, I don't know. Yeah, just have
But
to do it, and then you're just like, wow, I didn't realize. Like, yeah, as an adult, you're like, I didn't realize the nose worked like that. Anyway, yeah.
so all this quandaries has got me. You reminded me of what my question that I was gonna pose for you guys.
Oh, good.
Yes. So everything's failing. We all know that. We're constantly being reminded of it. Petrodollar is also in jeopardy. We all know that the government has kept a lot of alternative energy sources that would put said, oil out of business. Do you think it gets busted out now that the petrodollar is going to be jeopardized? This whole BRICS thing happening.
I don't know. I don't know if they have if they have a way to control that. I don't know. I don't know. So you're a collapsitarian also?
I'm not a collapsitarian, but it's just like, all right, what else are we? I don't know. It's just
What's weird is if all the things that you hear on the internet all day, every day,
mm,
go outside, there's just hella people out there spending money. Like
Yeah, it's strange.
it's weird, right? Like
yeah.
To me, like I see that too. Like, and I think about the Hunger Games, and I think that we are in the capital. Like, like we're in the capital. Like everything's like really, like everything's pretty great. Still, as an
Yeah.
American, you really can't complain about too much. Obviously, you could be, recently victimized by a crime, whatever tragedy. But man, no America, like still, you got to count the scoreboard. Adam Carolla would always be like, you got to count the scoreboard and like East Germany, West Germany, who's trying to get where.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No one's trying to break out of America still.
Yet.
True.
Give it
Or
time.
even, or the maybe
Obama's going to Kenya.
maybe it's the realization that like, where would you break out to? Like
Everyone will
this
flee
is
to
it.
Mexico.
This is it. And then everybody be like, yeah, with like all their bribe money, like, gotta be ready.
I had some people over the other night,
Right.
and one of well, maybe both of them, I don't know, but one of them, it really, really, really seems like they are getting completely different, not even talking points. Like no idea what I was talking about. Like literally no clue. It was just the weirdest. I felt like I was being punked. It's
Yeah,
so
there's a lot of
weird.
crazy things going on that not to go back to the whole Bud Light and the Dylan Mulvaney controversy, but like a lot of people know who that person is now, but they know because that weird person showed up in one thing for them, like one brand. Like they saw the Kate Spade ad with the, weird person acting a fool, acting a part, whatever they're doing. But other people that are paying attention are like, wow, this person's showing up in like 10 different ads, like in the last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Coincidence?
It's really weird. This person's been like, like somebody's
White
just,
House.
like one person is just their life is focused around like they're trying to get this purse, like this fashion or whatever designer. And they're like, that's weird. But they'd see it as like an anomaly. And then like people
Yeah.
that are paying attention are like, well, that's weird because it's like Nike, it's Jack Daniels, it's Anheuser-Busch. It's just a lot. And it's just, I really try to be just
Really feels like
open-minded and let live. But it seems like there's something it's kind of hard not to be a little disturbed by it. And I feel like the people that are shouting like this is normal the loudest are like, what do you like? Why are you shouting
yeah,
this is normal?
right.
Like the people that
Yeah.
are telling you like we need to normalize this. It's like, why do you keep? But you already told me this is normal. Like what? Like
Yeah.
which is it? They
I
get
have a
stuck. Yeah, they get stuck in these weird.
follow
Yes,
up for
sir.
Quana. Sorry. Did you whip out your phone and show your guests all these talking points that they were unaware of, or send them links, or because I
mean,
mean that's the only fallback I would turn to
yeah.
in a scenario such as that.
Yeah, it was kind of a dinner party and people don't
Ah,
like it when I go all full Alex Jones on everybody, but
gotcha.
there are some things going on that people don't know about. And it's just weird to me that you literally have no clue about, like you said, the BRICS thing and like people just don't know. And, I mean, this person in particular was like just screaming about how much they hate Elon Musk. And I was just like, why? Like you said, like, why?
Because he
Yeah.
pointed out the
So
fact that NPR is state sponsored media. I mean, state
Yeah.
affiliated media. I mean,
that's funny. That's
I
fun. I
mean,
mean, may not even be fair,
look,
but it's
let's
funny.
not get
It's
tangled
fun.
in
It's fun.
semantics here.
That is funny. State. That's awesome. And they were so hurt about. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like when did you start hating him so much?
Yeah, that was my
Like
question. I was like,
do you
him
don't like
giving away the
electric
free
cars?
patent for electric vehicles, that's not good enough.
Yeah.
Like,
It's
what a
like
horrible person. I mean, he could have made much money as he wanted and owned the whole market on that, but it's weird. It's
I
just
feel
weird. I
like I
honestly
got
feel like if you don't source out news like from different places, not just mainstream media, Fox, mainstream media, CNN or MSNBC, but like source it out like through Twitter. You always send Twitter articles or TikTok has, different news things that are on there. Like there are other places to find information. Like we're just
yeah.
literally not turning over any stones at all. It just seems weird.
It's like
And
maybe it's like how people are wired. Like when everybody is like throwing rocks at somebody, I'm just like, I don't know. It's just like maybe I'm just contrarian in nature, you know. Not that that's not even a great quality, but that's just kind of the way I see things. And
yeah,
when everybody's going one direction, I wonder, like maybe someone should ask, like, are we sure this is the right direction? You know, like,
yeah,
or when everybody like all of a sudden hates somebody, it's like, that's
yeah,
new, like that's different, like wow, that's all of a sudden, like does anybody else notice that like this happened all of a sudden?
yeah,
Like like but at the same time, now is there's no better time than now to be very suspicious of Elon Musk, but in like a healthy way. That's
of
all. Like,
everybody. Just have a little bit of
sure, yeah,
suspicion of everybody, of all of it. Like, I
yeah,
think that, Curl was talking about this week. He said, like, if you would have asked me 3 years ago about the FBI, I would have said very stand-up institution. Like, oh, the FBI said it, that's a big deal. And now I have to question every single thing that if the FBI is involved, interesting. You have to take it with a grain of
yeah.
salt. It's
Hmm.
weird. And they did
That's
it to
true.
us. It's not like we, you know,
It's because
forced.
they're finished strong arming every other fucking little person around the world. So it's like, well, it's America's turn now.
Something like that.
Yeah, I don't know
Something
how it's
like
going to
that.
all work out. There's like such division. Really, you can't really wish it away.
Yeah.
I don't know how it's going to work out. Like either like people will be, have like some kind of famine or Great Depression where people realize like, oh, that doesn't matter. Like, or people will just start to naturally migrate to places or states where they feel comfortable in, and then we'll just naturally kind of grow into these two different groups where
Right.
some people are like zero abortions ever, 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 like in the
Well,
one extreme, and some states are like, oh, abortion, like, up till, like you got 30 minutes after it comes out, like really like real crazy extremes.
Yeah.
And it's
On both
like,
sides.
people are going to be, if I feel one way and the other person feels the other way, like I'm okay with not living in the same
State.
political entity as them,
pretty much. I
Yeah.
mean,
political
so
entity, whatever you call it. Like I'm really fine. Like, you know,
it's funny
maybe, yeah, I don't know. I don't know
that
how
you
that
mentioned this
goes.
because I watched earlier today a story that Breaking Points covered about this very topic, about how COVID kind of kicked off this great migration, so to speak, of like U.S. citizens. Like a lot, it was an influx of a bunch of people just migrating back to the South and other less populated, densely populated areas, and we're still kind of in the midst of it. So it's not sure how it's going to turn out after everyone's kind of settled. And
Yeah, maybe like people naturally kind of migrate to where they feel better, and then
like what's your this
and that
little
takes that like
hypothetical that you're
releases some steam. I don't know.
that you're positing is kind of like we're in the midst of it right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Some folks like I like history, but like what I like about history is like you try to imagine what like everyday life was like, that we like that, right? Like the more get granular we get into like what everyday life was like for a person in X year, whatever year it was, it's interesting. So like then you kind of think about like what about us? Like what about like what we're experiencing now, and what is it? Like what's true, what's not?
Mm-hmm.
Like how does it compare to like what we know now was you know BS or true from way back?
Right.
So it's just kind of interesting. And so like some people are more geared towards reading a lot of current events,
Mm-hmm.
because it's not, not like it's the healthiest thing to do, but like read a lot of current events and know about all these things that are happening. And then some folks, they just kind of hear about like a scandal or controversy here and there, and it's just they're not really seeing the frequency of it.
Yeah, they're just like, whoa, that was crazy. On with their day.
I can see like folks, somebody my age, I'm 51, like people my age might see a lot of stuff going on, like oh, I kind of lived through this. When I was going to college, it was Gulf War One. After that it was like this or that, or like this terrorist thing, or after that, and then after that it was whatever riots over apartheid, and like, there's just been, tumultuous things going on all the time. Like
Right.
2008, I think it was 2008, Russia sent troops into Georgia
Yeah.
when George Bush was president, and like then like 2000 and like Obama had like the whole Syria and gas and red line that never worked out. During Obama's presidency, Russia took Crimea, and that was like a huge deal, but then they still own it, and it never really amounted to anything at all. Like that's like, yeah, Russia rolled into Crimea in what, 2014,
Yeah.
and just
Around
took
there.
it,
Around that.
took a port city. And that was during the Obama administration. They really didn't do anything about that at all. And then Trump was president, and then I don't think Russia did anything like that during Trump's presidency. Yeah.
Isn't that weird
Yeah.
that when
Isn't it
that
weird?
lady got the Supreme Justice, I can't think of her name, but when she got sworn in, everybody's like, it's gonna be The Handmaid's Tale. Like, this is so all these horrible things. And that like all of those people are like silent while this is actually playing out exactly as they said it would if Trump got another 4 years. Like it's literally
Yeah.
it's playing out. What's happening is like this is horrible for women, for gays, for children. Like this is horrible time to be alive. Like silent, just radio silence, except for everybody's, so happy that Trump got
Yeah, The
in.
Handmaid's Tale will have like a huge resurgence when Trump wins again. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Who knows? I seriously doubt he'll be the
Ridiculous.
president again, but crazier things have happened, like him being president the first time. I was like, it's like, how could Donald Trump be president? Well, let me tell you about a little story about 2016. It's like, this is crazy. But like all of a sudden it'll be like, oh yes, it's like Handmaid's Tale again. Like all of a sudden, like in January, right after the inauguration in January 2025, whatever it would be, like Handmaid's Tale will be really popular again.
Crazy.
Yeah,
The wild world we're living in. But I think you're right about the fact that these things do kind of recycle. I just feel like maybe our country has dug too big of a hole, and it feels like our leadership isn't like there's not one strong side. Like even our military doesn't feel very strong. Like nothing feels strong about us.
We're way overextended in so many ways, like so many ways, just in plain old just charity, like giving out bags of grain. We're overextended in like the tricky business. Like we're overextended in like, I mean, who knows? I mean, people can't even name all the countries that we're, somewhere where we have boots on the ground, or where we're supplying rebels, or supplying, like in some places we're supplying rebels, and in other places we're supplying the state to fight the rebels. Yeah. Man, it's real.
On TikTok, they're showing all of the stuff that we left behind in Afghanistan. Like,
yeah, good. I'm really glad people are
money
revisiting that
and
now.
guns and like it's just wild, like how much stuff. Like when you talk about money, like tables and tables and tables of stacks of hundreds, just like wild.
I mean, you're gonna have a hard time finding this on what people consider reliable, like Fox or CNN or even CBS or whatever. But like I've seen like credible stories of, they never come from those outlets, but of like, yeah, where soldiers were told, don't blow those things up. Like, don't blow up all the Humvees, don't, like the whatever it is, like don't blow certain things up.
Told me, he's like, all of those things all of the parts have been removed. I'm like, bro, I was watching them driving around chanting how they chant with guns in the air and laughing about it. Like they were
really
laughing.
weird.
Like it's just stop. Like it's real. That was a real video. Those are real people. Those are real Humvees. Those are real tanks. They're real guns. They're real money. It's real.
Yeah, like don't get me wrong. Like I try to be pretty even keeled. Like there's parts of me that are just enraged about this. Like it's just unbelievable. It's just but it's like I'm the overriding emotion I have about it, if it is one, is confusion. Like why? Like why? Like why would you do this? Like why? It's like, why? Like if you're watching like football and you see a quarterback like make eye contact with the defender, but then still throw the ball to him, and you're just like, why did you do that, quarterback? Like, why would you, like, what are you on the take?
Yeah.
Are you
Quarterback.
like, did you have a stroke? Like what? Like what? Was there like was someone shooting a laser in your eye? Like you're like literally like, tell me why you did that. Why did you do that? Yeah.
Yeah, we need
So
a new
like that's like
quarterback.
mine. It's like like all the things that are happening. It's like who's behind this stuff? Like why would you do that to your brand beer company?
Yeah.
Like why would you bring this attention on yourself? Like
Yeah.
Because they're
The Vatican
distracting
and
everybody. It's
the
all
Vatican and
distraction.
Balenciaga are teaming up. Disney and Balenciaga, like they literally were just in like a sex scandal, and those are the two entities that are decided to join up with Balenciaga, the
Yeah,
Vatican
that's
and
just
fucking
like,
Disney. What?
yeah, it's like I guess that's just like some some like real sketchy executive at one company and another real like sketchy one another. Was just like, yeah, we should.
Team
Seems
up.
like a match made in hell.
They're not going to make some Disney Catholic movie, are they?
I don't
Please,
know.
I
no.
don't know. Well, it's been a bad day for Catholics. Yeah, there was like a big story in Maryland.
What they do now?
I grew up in Maryland, but I was Episcopalian, so I don't know
Show off.
what's up with those
Lucky
folks are
you.
doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, something terrible. Yeah.
Let me guess. Involving
Something
children.
something to the level of there'll be movies made about it.
Oh,
Like,
geez.
yeah, there'll be Netflix specials made on this one real soon, and yeah,
You can't trust those Netflix specials though.
large
They have
numbers.
they have a slant. Given what happened with
Well, I think the Archbishop was like came out with a statement and was like, sorry. Yeah, this is all true. Yeah, like we can't really deny what's going on.
Is it with kids? It's with kids, or is it money?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, they were stealing coins from the donation trays to play video games. No, this is like hundreds of crimes. Apparently this is like the archdiocese where they were like storing a bunch of the worst offenders. Whew, man. Yeah, hard to explain. Again, like that's another one that's confusing. Like, did you think that this would just go away? Like,
That's interesting because a week ago, they said that the Pope is going to die soon. That'll be the next
he might
distraction.
now.
Is the Pope is going to die. Yeah.
Well, he
The
probably knew
news.
this one was coming. I don't know.
Well, I mean, ugh, yuck. What is wrong? Why is this happening?
I don't know, but did I ever tell you guys about the time that I fell in love with the bus driver?
No.
Do go on.
The one that was yelling at the kids the past
Yeah.
couple
I mean,
days.
you might, listeners may be thinking about like, oh, tell us about when you were, 11,
Because there's like no.
discovering yourself,
The wheels on her bus went round and round, right, Chris?
discovering your love for older women. I'm just kidding. No, this is just this morning.
Oh,
Can anybody find that video of the video, the daily? It was on, I don't know, it's probably on TikTok. Is the bus driver that's yelling at those kids for like 2 minutes straight and like delivering some devastating blows also, like
They played like some music or something, right? Or they sprayed like fart spray or something that was horrible. I don't know what they sprayed, but she was mad. She was mad.
Was she an Ohio bus driver?
she's the only bus driver that cursed out a bunch of kids today.
Old white lady?
Yes.
With really short hair.
Okay, I think I might have.
It's good. Now that's a good. It's a fair question. Like white, it could be any race.
No, because I see the article, but I wasn't sure if it was her. I just want to.
There's a video. Yeah, I guess she's nearing retirement, which is dangerous.
Short timer.
And I guess there was some. I think it sounds like on the video they're girls,
All right, I
right?
found
They
the
were
video.
spraying a bunch of perfume.
Give me a second. Let me do some
Okay.
screen sharing for y'all. I'll
Yeah.
audio. That too.
And I was watching this lady scream at these kids.
Here we go.
That's
Like-
her.
Sick of you. I'm
Yeah.
sick of all of the. I'm
That's
done
right.
with it. I'm gonna start kicking some serious. Do you hear me? Yes.
I
My
hear you.
foot's gonna be so far up your. It's gonna dangle out your nose.
I love it because when you think you're pretty tough when you're like 12,
Yeah.
but also if like some adult's screaming this at you, you're at the same time you're thinking like, is that possible? Like, could her foot be like that? Oh, that's gonna hurt. Like,
Is my asshole that loose?
where's my mom? Like, mommy. Yeah.
Well, I mean,
That's
it inspired
incredible.
what a $60,000.
You got the best. That was the best part.
Yeah. That
Yeah,
was
she
the
got
best part.
$60,000 for doing this, and I'm like, people, I will do this for free. Like,
No, I
all you
mean,
gotta-
people
all you
donated
gotta-
to her.
Yeah, she
for-
got paid $60,000. She's a genius.
Yeah.
She's smarter than Bill Gates if you think about it per hour. Like that's 2
Wow.
minutes, 60,000. I don't know, but yeah, just I'll do it for free. All you got to do is sign a waiver.
Mhm.
Yeah.
There'll be no lawsuits or anything like that.
Yeah.
And I'll do that for free. I'll come over, give me a little information about your kids. I'll just start going off.
Provide a
Yeah,
real
this
service
lady-
to the community.
This lady was amazing.
I love that.
I love those
Oh, yeah.
threats. Like she had like real like, and that was like 10 seconds. She had like 2 minutes of material, like of like things she was going to do to these kids.
Yeah. She's been driving that bus for 20 years,
Right.
mad as hell.
The only thing I was disappointed because she should have said something like, I'm gonna smack you so hard your dog will feel it. That's one of my favorites. One of my favorites.
I like that.
Yeah.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
Don't let
But I-
PETA hear that.
yeah, that's true. Yeah, yeah, she piped down. Yeah, she got $60,000, man. Wow.
Okay,
My
GoFundMe.
law, I have a law. Yeah, yeah. The law that I have come up with that would end this type of behavior would be when a bus driver is about to retire
Mm.
on their last day, they get full immunity from the law, like full 007 status. You know what I mean?
What are you trying to inspire them to do, Chris? Drive a bus off a cliff or
Well,
what?
they should have
What
some
do-
kind of signage in the bus when the kids get on, like signage on the sides everywhere on the
Like a
back of the
reminder.
seats, like a reminder, like this could be your bus driver's last day. And you know what that means?
Yeah.
Like you've all seen The Purge. Maybe
What
they
about the
haven't,
bus-
but
what about the
hopefully
bad
they've
bus
heard
driver
about
in your neighborhood? Anything ever come of that?
oh yeah, he's dead. Yeah.
Those things
Yeah, it
happen.
wasn't that far. It wasn't my city or town or school district, but yeah, they had a bus driver. I talked about this. Yeah, he was doing stuff to kids for like a year. These are buses in like a very nice
Did he kill
area.
himself?
Well, that's what the prison said because
Oh, gotcha.
he fell.
prison justice. Gotcha.
He slipped
it.
and slipped over a
awesome.
railing.
Ooh.
Yeah,
You know,
that happens.
Later.
yeah, I think he fell like 2 stories when he was in the jail in the lockup, but never even faced trial.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is a town where they have cameras in the buses too. So there's footage of all these things that are going on. But there's no one that actually checks the footage.
Well, good. I'm glad he's dead.
Yeah, he's gone.
That's the moral of that story. So I'm glad that he is.
Yeah, and then they told the parents to, keep quiet. So that didn't go over well. So the parents are suing
Why?
the school district.
Good.
It's kind of when a lot of news vans around, because if you have news vans around, like your bonus, like the superintendent's bonus may not come through. Yeah, these are like really like these are some pretty sweet jobs. And I don't want to like take anything away from them because I'm sure they've gone through a lot of education, put a lot
I'm
of time
sorry,
in.
but kids were
Maybe.
abused. Like, fuck,
Yeah,
do I
but these
care
are
about their
jobs. I'm saying they're jobs that are like they're paying to pay like $300,000 a year plus, you know, like a bonus is normally like 60K.
Crazy.
So I think that lady, that superintendent had that due that year. So it's like, yeah, she didn't really want any kind of news coverage about this or any kind of footage or, you know.
It
And
turns
it's not her
out
fault.
that
It's not her fault it happened, you know,
Yeah.
but it's like they didn't have any policies in place to actually check the footage of these cameras or anything like that. Yeah.
what? So what are they like? Is it just recording to some
Yeah.
cloud they can't reach or some shit like access?
Yeah, yeah. It's probably some really expensive system too.
Yeah, I'm sure
Okay.
it is.
But no one monitors it. And
No, the
the
algorithm
worst part of the
monitors it.
story is that and like you have to read everything about it to see it mentioned even once, is that it's an ESL bus.
Oh, dude, what the?
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
remember I thought that was
So apparently this school district has a separate bus that goes around and picks up all the English as a second language kids. And they put the you know, now deceased perpetrator in charge of that bus. Yeah, so these parents are gonna, you know, they're gonna get a huge payday. It's like,
That's great. Good for them. They should sue,
Yeah.
sue. I'm not really.
yeah,
upset
they
about that
really
for them.
should. They really should. And it's like, what do you do about that? Because like you feel like you're voting for people that run your school council, your school board, and they hire people. They go through these like they hire consultant firms and attorneys to go out and find candidates to be your school superintendent and to take these incredible contracts.
To then tell you to shut the fuck up when your kids get abused,
Yeah,
just
it's
so
crazy.
it
It's
won't
like, what
affect
do
their
you like?
wait, what? Like,
It's
are
like,
kids the future or are they not the future? Like, what's happening?
yeah, and then it's like, well, I'm going to vote all these people out on this school board. It's like, okay, well, have fun over the next 12 years because they're staggered. Like each position is staggered. Like,
Mm.
and then like there's always something else. So yeah, things are getting strange.
Really
Strange at a local
strange.
level, I think too.
Yeah, they
Things are
say that
getting,
that's where, like, if you're gonna do anything in your community, that you should start at the local level. That
yeah, and like, and it's discouraging because things are getting like super heated and politicized at the local level where it's technically nonpartisan, but very,
Right
the
away.
candidates make it very clear where they stand.
Yeah,
And it's like even the school board is like the Supreme Court, where it's like there's an odd number of people on that school board and the balance of power shifts every election. Like, like you can imagine the current issues are like, which bathrooms do trans kids use, and like what do we do about this and that, and curriculum and books and the libraries and all that.
yeah,
So like it gets hyper politicized because like there's always like a real close margin on the board of who gets to be the president.
keep seeing him on TikTok, like the meetings and stuff. It's a lot. The kids are
Yeah,
facing so much.
eventually,
It's wild.
if it's not going on in your neck of the woods, you should be worried about what's wrong with you.
We had an
'Cause,
active
like,
shooter over here today. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah, everything is just in your neck of the woods. It's all the woods have
like, yeah, if, I'm
some
saying
stuff
if
going
it's
on.
not going on, if outside money is not coming into your school system must be
Already
must not
compromised.
be doing so well. They must not value
Right.
it.
Right.
Yeah, or that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because in certain areas, they're like, outside money, out of state money is coming in to fund school boards and like to pay for the yard signs and
Wild.
websites and all that kind of stuff. It is, yeah.
Wild.
Both
I always-
sides too. Both sides.
Yeah.
I always
Both
wondered
sides.
about that. Like if it was the actual homeowners that went out and got those signs, or if they were provided to them.
Provided, and that stuff's not cheap. It comes from it comes from Republican or Democrat parties. It comes
Right.
from their parties,
Have you ever put one on your lawn? Either of you?
I think I had
hope-
one years ago because my sister's big into that. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
big into the PTA and all that kind of stuff. So
Not for the school board, but I had a girlfriend that was in, like, our kids went to school together. She's actually a congresswoman now, but she ran
Mhm.
for the local, whatever the local thing was, and we helped her with her campaign. So yeah, I had her signs all over
that
and
was,
walked neighborhoods and stuff.
Okay.
yeah, you're lucky if you can have that kind of trust. For me, I didn't know those people, but my sister did. So I was like, okay.
Yeah.
But now it's like, ooh, there's enough things that happened the last few years with lockdowns and enough like national controversies where it's like, I don't know
Yeah,
about any
I
of
mean,
these
I watch her
people.
do good things, and she's Democrat, and I mean, I've just seen her do really, really good things. So I've been voted for her, you know, I've seen her do good things. I know she has the right heart for it. So I don't know. Seems to be.
Yeah.
It's California though. She could be corrupt too.
You
They
guys
do
still
help
have
there.
do y'all still have Good Friday though off tomorrow?
I'm working. What are you talking about?
Not
What
off,
about
no.
your local authorities, schools?
The schools are closed for spring break, I think, right now.
I don't even know.
Well, that's pretty late.
For spring break?
I think so.
well,
Well, I don't know. Yeah, it's you're far away, California, so who knows? Ours usually are gone and like there's like a 2-week period in March where they do spring break.
oh,
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's spring break
Where they
right now.
stagger it, like half the school districts to take 1 week and the next half take the
Right.
next.
Yeah.
No, I
For
asked because
California.
our local police department got a little stepped in yesterday because they posted a thing about how the administrative offices and like records keeping would be closed for the new spring holiday. So like like you saw people like be like,
What
what's
new
this?
spring
What is
holiday?
this? What do you mean? Like, what do you mean? Like, and like people are like kind of like, what's this? And then like you tune in a few hours later, it's like, 80, 100 comments, like, what the hell's going on? Like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's funny because I was like, well, it sounds like y'all are just taking a random day off for a season. Like, like what is the significance of Friday, April 7th, other than it's just a random day in spring? And then they posted like in the same post, they made like an explanation that was bad. Like that they said they misused the word new. And like it was like really like equally
Very
confusing. And
confusing.
people were like, well, that really clears it up. Like people, it was unfair because it's like people are just mocking the police department. It wasn't even their call. It's like the city renaming stuff.
Crazy.
But then today, the city manager, this is actually the neighboring town, but like, you go over my back fence goes to like another city. So the city manager had to make some post today that said, like, we're really sorry. We really did a bad job communicating about this. Have a blessed Easter.
Wow.
Just kind of funny because it's like, I wonder, like, they probably have some like, no, like, who knows who is doing their Facebook posts?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like somebody was like, who wants to manage their Facebook account? Like, I'll do it. Some like, secretary or somebody.
Right. Oh my gosh. Yeah,
Anyway,
everybody tries to get rid of Jesus. It's just wild.
it's just
hold
do
on.
what you want to do, but don't, like, then just don't take the day off. Like,
Right.
don't
Right.
take the day off.
Don't call it a new spring holiday.
This is just what? Oh, what? Christians have a holiday? Like, this is what? Good for, what a coincidence. Because we're just having a spring day off for spring because we love seasons. You know what I mean? We just love it.
Love
Like,
them so much.
cannot wait until
They're getting in touch with their inner witch.
I
Celebrate
cannot
spring.
wait to cook out and eat Chinese food on July 4th, which is now summer day. You know what I mean? Where we like, Watch soccer,
next?
making fun of myself. Watch a lot of soccer and eat crepes,
Telling you, the flag
Chinese
is next.
food, wonton, crab rangoon. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking
Love me
about.
them crabs.
Summer
Me
day,
too.
summer holiday. And I
Yeah.
think in the message it was like spring was capitalized, but not holiday too. It's like, what's going on here? But it was funny to see like
Texas,
the
you're in
population. It
Texas,
was just yeah, exactly. It was just
of all places.
it was funny to see random people just yeah.
Mad as hell.
And they're not going to take it anymore.
Yeah, just like come on. They're like, come on. Like a lot of us like women like, come on, the police, you guys too, come on. You not even you guys can say you're taking Good Friday off, like the records keeper, like not even the cops. Anyway.
I don't know that it's ever been a holiday here where people take the day off.
Really?
No.
Well, I deal with a lot of my
that
company.
I
We do a lot of
remember.
government. We do a lot of government, which that kind of doesn't really work because it's like, yeah, up until like 2 years ago, they all like all these colleges and like public institutions we closed for Good Friday.
Interesting. Maybe that's a Southern thing.
Maybe it was
Manny,
like
have you
that.
ever
It was like
remembered
that growing
having a
up,
day off for
and
Good Friday?
it was like that growing
Oh.
up as a kid. In Maryland, it was like that.
And it's weird because if it was a day to be observed, my mom would have been all over it because she's hardcore
Totally.
Catholic. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I never.
I mean, it was
recall.
observed in my family. Like I remember my
Yeah.
grandpa fasting. The whole
You got to tell me
deal,
your
but
schools are definitely closed tomorrow, right? No,
my schools are on spring
or
break right
they're
now.
already closed because it's like
Yeah, fake spring
they're
break.
everybody's on strikers.
Yeah. Yeah, of course. California, they just don't want to be in the classroom. So they're like, what are we doing today?
COVID, asbestos, whatever.
Mold.
I'll ask, my friend's been a teacher for
Flip a
like 20
coin.
something years. I'll ask her if Good Friday if it was observed before. And she'll probably tell me that it's always around spring break because Easter is on a different Sunday every year.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I think
yeah.
that they kind of
You know what?
create the spring breaks in accordance so that they don't have to give anybody a day off for that day. It's just they're off.
I wonder if it was more like that for me when I was a kid growing up. This was a long time ago in another state where it does seem like, it makes sense too, because where I am, I don't know about you, Manny, but like where I grew up, it would be colder and it would take longer before spring actually came around.
Well, I think they
doing it in
they
April
kinda
with spring with Easter would make more sense. That might have been how it was scheduled when I was a kid growing up.
I don't know. I don't know why Easter is on a different day every year. It has something to do with a calendar of some sort. I'm not sure. I'm sure Monkey's uncle probably is typing.
Well, because it's got to be
feverishly.
Easter's always a Sunday, so it's like Mother's Day is always on the X number Sunday
Yeah.
of the month of June.
The
or
Thanksgiving.
May.
Here we go. Celebrating the vernal equinox. Thanks, Monk.
Oh, him and his pagan stuff. That's it.
What do you think religion is, man? They're just.
Why don't you go? I don't even know. You could be listening to a Sam Smith album right now, watching Sam Smith videos, dancing around devil suits and whatnot. Yeah.
You leave the pagans alone, you filthy Christian.
All right, fine. I'll start persecuting you fools again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard today that we could what is it called when you can print something on your computer? We can 3D print guillotines. So chopping heads off.
Oh, I thought you were going to say we could 3D print cases of Bud Light and then just shoot them,
Oh,
and then 3D print fully automatic machine guns and shoot at the 3D
Yeah.
printed cases of
aw.
beer. It's
Man.
one of my favorite things about this whole thing is like everybody in the whole country's pointing at each other like, yeah, that Budweiser's piss water. Everybody knows that, and everybody's like, yeah, everybody knows that. But then everybody's looking at each other like, half of us drink this. So like, which half of us is lying?
Exactly.
It's awesome.
Gives pour one out to the homies a different
I don't really like it because I feel like it, like the brotherhood of light beer drinkers needs the sisterhood, whatever brotherhood, whatever, it needs to stick together. I don't like this whole like there's all this stuff about like people that like beer with flavor, like whatever.
Yeah.
Like I don't really need that much flavor.
They're taking this as an opportunity to mock y'all.
Yeah, all these
It's just-
millennials and whoever that disagrees with me that I can put in a group of bad like that are like, oh, I want flavor in my drinks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I want flavor. Like, okay,
Yeah. Good luck with that.
have
As
fun.
your Sierra Nevada
Yeah, exactly. Have
potpourri.
fun. Have fun drinking your syrup,
butter.
carbonated syrup. I don't know. That's what like IPAs taste weird to me.
I gotta
too.
bring.
It's like
I had a.
perfume.
I should have invite my friend on the
Yeah.
show. He's what is it? He brews his own beer.
It's like incense beer.
It's good
Yeah.
beer.
Yeah, that's where they're driving us. They're gonna be driving us. I'm gonna be
Mhm.
underground, brew my own beer soon.
Christopher.
This is no way to
This is
live.
wild. You need to be able to stop by, grab a 12 pack and roll home. This is ridiculous. You gotta
Yeah, I
brew your
know.
own beer, smoke your own wings. I'm sorry, brother. It's tough.
I know.
That's why you should drink Tito's.
Yeah, that's
mean,
the
she has a
most
point.
popular vodka or spirit in the world right now. Tito's
And the
vodka.
healthiest.
Yeah, gluten free.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I ate 2 bowls of pasta tonight.
Oh, thanks for the invite. What kind of would you have?
I made some ense de pepe, just salty.
What'd you call me?
Peppery pecorino pasta made in chicken stock. Delicious. Just a bowl of pasta, literally nothing else but pasta and cheese.
No meat?
Nope.
I'm
Nope,
sorry.
nope,
I can't
nope.
do pasta without meat. That's just no. There
It's
needs
just
to
like
be
a little bit. It's the little noodles, so it's almost
needs to
like
be
a
some
porridge.
I like plain
protein.
grits.
pasta sometimes. Yeah,
Pasta
Yeah.
porridge. I don't know about that.
Yummy. It's
or it's just the
delicious.
texture of the pasta. It's good. We had that tonight.
Nice.
Just penny pasta with like Parmesan cheese on it.
Oh my god, that's my son's favorite. Whenever it's his birthday, he
Good.
wants meat menage with pasta. Pasta with butter and cheese. Oh, he's gone.
Oh yeah, he's in Hawaii.
Yeah, he's doing good. He's off the whole month. I guess he doesn't start working in the restaurant until May 1st.
Yeah, that's awesome.
All right,
Yeah.
on. Get him.
It's a nice place to be.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude. Get acquainted with
yes,
his new digs.
Yes, yes, yes. And I guess I'm going in June. So
Oh shit! How long are you gonna be over there for?
I think 5 days.
Mm. Okay.
Yeah.
Are any of those days
Mhm.
gonna be a Friday? Are we gonna have to take a weekend off without you?
I mean, I'll let you know with plenty of notice, obviously.
Our fans are gonna be crushed, disappointed
Of
that you won't
course,
be
of
here.
course. Some of
They're gonna
them.
like.
Some of them.
There was some
Others will
story
be
about
really-
Hawaii was going to start charging like some kind of visitor tax
Oh boy. Well,
for the environmental
guess.
damage you're doing.
the plane would be coming either way.
I can kind of get
Yeah.
that. Like, if you're an island, you have so much space and stuff. It's like,
All right, look,
Yeah.
we want business to be good, but we don't want it to be
that good.
too good.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, here's the thing: if it comes to dealing with your waste, Hawaii's Hawaii's a volcano. Just throw everything in the volcano.
yeah, man.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yep. Free landfill. Shouldn't have to
Feed
pay
it.
for anything. Like you got an old
Endless
fridge or
landfill. I
whatever.
mean, yeah.
Old refrigerator. You don't have to you don't have to bleed the gas out of it. You know what I mean? Just throw that shit in there.
Lava will take care. It'll just negate it all.
Yeah.
Lava just negates all.
Yeah, I like it.
Old hard
That's a good plan.
drives, I mean, or whatever,
Toxic waste.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jimmy Hoffa's body. Whatever.
Yeah. Mitt Romney's binders of women,
That's actually where
stuff
they
like that.
dumped his body.
Obama's
was
birth certificate. Sorry.
Yeah, I
Just
know.
kidding.
What if you were like, that's a movie
What's
right
wrong
there.
with me?
What? Yeah. Slip that in there. Which one? Barack's or Big Michelle's?
Big Mike.
I'm still reeling from that. I can't, I don't even know if I can handle that. Like literally, I don't know if I'm just kidding. What if you were no, but like this movie, like what if you were like you're in the mafia and you were like, guys, like this thing where we put cement shoes or like we have dead bodies like stacking up and we have to wait until there's a building that's being built, with wet cement to put them in the foundation. Like they don't really build that many buildings.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So like these bodies starting to smell, but then they're like, hey, there's a volcano over here.
Yeah.
It's an
Hawaiian
answer to all of
mafia.
our problems. Yeah. Like, yeah, maybe that's where they all went. Maybe that's where maybe they had left New Jersey, New York City and Kansas City. And,
There was some dude that was
Yeah.
on Corolla this week that seemed to have insider information
Yep.
about the mafia, right?
moved to, Mount Kilauea,
Yeah.
the Mount Kilauea crew.
Just throwing them on in.
Yep.
All of a sudden, you got a bunch of wise guys surrounding the volcano. Be like, oh,
You're like,
volcano tax. Pay
We're
up.
just sightseers.
I don't care. Pay up.
What happened to your friend? He looked a little peaked. He fell in.
Yeah.
What's
Take
up
my
to you?
weekend
Who
at
are
Bernie
you?
style with the
Yeah,
glasses.
hey, what are you guys doing with that rug rolled up? Like, it's an ancient ritual.
Chinese secret?
Ancient rug ritual.
Yeah.
Man, you're onto something here, man. Like, because myself, like, I feel I'm a little embarrassed because I was always like, this is the perfect use for the space shuttles.
Right.
Start launching our trash into space.
That seems
But
like
you found the answer right here, didn't you? You're a visionary.
no one wants to do it.
You got it.
They're too scared. They're like, nah, let's just live amongst the trash. Let's dump our trash in our ocean when we could just literally incinerate it all.
Yeah, and the volcanoes like that I know of are in the middle of the ocean.
Yeah.
I mean, there's like they just need to like push all the mountain of ocean trash.
Mm-hmm.
We've talked about this before. Like push it towards Mount Kilauea.
Yep. Pushed it real good.
Wow, Manny. That's a deep cut.
I mean, we're trying to get rid of this trash or what?
You said it so earnestly too. Like,
oh, you know that I mean it.
like real good.
He sounded like Peppa.
Yeah. That sounded like
He did full Peppa inflection.
what was their they had a DJ. There's a
Spinderella.
Spinderella.
Yeah.
Cinderella.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Cinderella.
Well, that's it, guys. The volcanoes.
Yeah, just get it over there. Get it over there and throw it in there and maybe even stop up the volcano and solve two problems at once.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like it.
Man,
Problem solver, Manny.
really are.
Whether it backfires on us by making it overactive and possibly erupting, who knows? But I mean,
Well, the part of the plan is that it's really far away from all of us.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
not my son. My actual son is there. Like the most beautiful boy you've ever seen in your life. He's there. That part of it.
Well, he's been
But I
warned.
guess Maui
He's been warned.
specifically is like one of the most places for sex trafficking, and both him and his girlfriend are extremely attractive people. You don't have to worry about that every day.
Yeah, I wonder which one of them is going to get nabbed.
Mm-hmm.
Like a 50-50 shot.
I know. Who are you telling?
I don't
Mother's
know.
worst nightmare.
Maybe you should put a chip in him.
Surprised she
I was
didn't
thinking
already.
I should have air tagged him. Bill's dad's going on vacation, so he's 84 and he's taking like a 15-day cruise or something like that.
Where to?
He's flying out of Miami. And
Hedonism too.
He's going all around somewhere, but like Bill is literally
he
given
is.
it no thought. Like I was like, well, what's he packing? What's he like? What about his medication? Is he bringing? Bill was like, I don't think he's like, I got to go over there. So when I told him I was going to do the pod tonight, he was like, it's fine. I got to go to my dad's, figure out what his plan is. Told him he has to wear his Vietnam vet hat, because maybe that'll help him get through the airport. But he's 84 years old and looking
He's
for
going on a
love. He's
cruise
going
by
on a singles
himself?
cruise. Yes. It's
Oh,
the
man.
collagen.
Well, I was gonna say but I mean, let's the statistics will show his greatest danger is gonorrhea. I'm not
Yep.
joking. Those
No, I know.
they're passing around like
Mm,
like they're like house keys.
Yeah.
Literally.
yes.
Bunch of old swingers out there.
Damn.
You figured with a
Gosh.
lifetime of experience, they'd know by that point to strap up and,
Yeah.
play safe. Like, what do we
That's
do?
why
I'm
they
just
got
wondering.
this is why they got
Yeah,
those
go
super viruses on cruise ships. You know what I mean? It's like you want to make sure that you get on a cruise ship, there weren't any like singles senior cruises happening
Uh-huh.
like
I know someone that went on
Yeah.
an
anytime in the
actual
last year.
sex cruise, like where it's not only swingers, but like there's classes for the swingers, like
And they got full-blown AIDS?
like a squirting class, and there was like a teacher in there teaching the husbands how to make their wives do it, like rooms where you can go in and like full on a cruise ship, but they're not the whole ship. You know what I mean? Like, just can you imagine? Like you're just
Wait.
on a cruise.
Wait. So are you telling me that like part of the ship is like segmented off for like a
Yeah.
The
portion of
swingers.
perverts?
Some weird scenes at the pool.
And then there's just the rest is just on a normal cruise? Like, is that what's
I
happening
don't-
here?
I mean, I don't know, but I just assumed that it wasn't the whole ship was full of swingers when it's, a cruise ship has hundreds and hundreds of people, right? Some of them are
gotta
like cities.
I hope it was, but what's better is like, you do that cruise and let's just say it's all swingers,
Okay, let's say that.
like 80% brings them closer together. 20% total disaster.
Marriage ruined.
Like they're not even taking the same card to the airport when they get off the ship. You know what I mean? Like there's two separate
100%.
cabs, like
100%.
like they might as well just have like lawyers at the, right at the dock.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, or like these ships get off at Costa Rica because they have really lax, divorce laws there. Like
Mhm.
real easy, cheap ones.
I think the numbers might be the other way, though. I think that it's not just 20% that ruins a relationship, right? It's got to be higher. than
Yeah,
that.
or it's already, it's
But
like,
maybe not the cruise ruined
Yeah.
it, but yeah.
or, you could just be guaranteed that of all the couples on board, like you can just guarantee that not all of them were both real excited about it.
Right.
One of them
My
had their
husband was
arm
like, "Can you
twisted.
imagine having to take a class for this stuff?" He's like, "I don't."
Yeah. There's got to be like
Yeah.
somewhere between 1 and 80% of the, of the couples have one spouse that's got reservations, like,
Yeah.
and not for a massage, but like, like deep,
Yeah.
like this is a turning point. I made it to 50. I'm 57 years old this year. And, old, Roger, I don't know, Roger's got ideas. I wonder what he started thinking about this. Was it like when we met in shop class in 1948? I'm not even doing math right now, but understand what I'm saying.
I'm not judging
It's
by
gotta be
any
a lot
means.
of,
I'm
like,
just saying that's
yeah.
that's an interest. That's not the kind of cruise that my father-in-law is going on. Although
Like,
I
think
think he would enjoy
Yeah, sure
that
he isn't.
cruise.
Sure he isn't. Whatever you're gonna tell yourself. But you imagine you're on that cruise, you're working that cruise as a massage, massage therapist, whatever. And you're just used to like wealthy people and like whatever, just like living it up, having the time of their lives. Like, but now you're all of a sudden you're turned into a counselor because you're just like, is that too deep? And you just hear sobbing.
It's like, did I just massage out a
you're
repressed
just like,
memory?
And then the massage therapist is like, sir, do you need a tissue? I don't know.
You
This
need
is
a
a
moment.
little personal for me.
It's too much.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
That's not a cruise ship. Yeah. Then you're just like, man, I can't wait till these Disney punks come on. Like, I can't wait
Yeah.
for some crazy kids,
Oh
some
my
drunk
gosh.
moms. Like, this is too much. This is too much to deal with.
Plus, you could step on nipple clamps and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is all getting way too crazy. This is quite the cruise.
Christopher's thinking about it too hard.
I know.
If you're watching on YouTube,
That's what I think about. I'm thinking about
his
the
eyes
poor
are in thought.
the poor employees are just, yeah.
Just want to
What they're
split
used to is like,
pancakes.
oh, where are you from? Oh, I'm from the Philippines, like now it's like, look, I can't believe Roger did that.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. These things happen in real life. There's always a cruise going
Yeah.
off somewhere.
That when Captain Stubing is real busy too.
What if that was one of the COVID cruises that got stuck out there on this?
It's like,
They were stuck
well,
on the boat.
we lost 30% to COVID and 40% to an aggressive type of gonorrhea.
Oh, by the way, now since we're on this topic, there's a small segment of the population that's trying to rebrand STDs as STIs, sexually transmitted infections, instead of diseases.
Oh,
So
yeah.
another example of the language being altered. So to try and destigmatize STDs and whatnot, it's just like, I don't know.
Interesting. Interesting. I feel like infections you can get rid of, right?
Right?
Yes. Yes, right. Oh my goodness. You guys. I don't see myself on a cruise. The ocean is terrifying to me. I
Now
can't
I
imagine
don't.
just being out in the middle.
Scared myself straight.
Yeah, that class seems like a lot. That's like a lot. Yeah, people tell me stuff. I'm always like, why? Why are you telling me this? I don't need to know all the things.
It seems dangerous. Like you probably want to put a tracker on him.
Yeah, I'm gonna get
For
a
2
couple air
weeks.
tags.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get him like a phone lanyard situation that has like a card, whatever, but he can carry his phone. I'm gonna put one in there and then definitely one in the luggage. Yeah. But we had
Yeah, I don't know. I know how to dress a kid to where like no one's gonna mess with him, no predators are gonna come after a kid, but like an old man, I don't know, like because you never know, you put a veteran's hat on and that might make him seem more like
a target.
Yeah.
You think so? I thought because whenever I see, because he's
Probably a
kind
MAGA
of
hat. A MAGA hat would probably be best. You know what I mean?
he's kind of a
They're prone to violence.
he's kind of a creep, So I figure like if
A
he
what?
had the hat on, it might give him a little bit more like people would want to be nice to him.
He's kind of a what?
Kind of he's not the nicest person on the planet. Like he's a grump and he's a little creepy. He calls girls this way. He says, this is his line. Well, aren't you a cute little critter? That's his line. So he uses that on all age gaps.
Man set in his ways.
I know what this needs.
Oh shit. A pet possum?
Does Bernie Sanders have a hat? Like, yeah, because if like he's a Bernie Sanders supporter, but he talks like that, it's like, oh, that's so cute. You know what I mean?
All right.
Like they'll let him play a little grab ass if he's got
I'll
a
get him
Bernie
a little
Sanders
T-shirt that says "Feeling the Burn."
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there you go. Perfect.
He's a grab ass. He's a grab asser. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You gotta like yeah.
When he was in his 70s, he came from Oregon and he stayed with us. He lived with us for almost a year. And Bill's ex-wife lives in town. And well, she did at the time. And he's like, Bill, I'm taking Trisha to dinner tonight. I should said her name. He said, no, son, I don't want to upset you, but I'm going to try and fuck her.
Wow.
I was like, you know what, Dad, if you can, I mean, go for it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know. Like, there's nothing in the handbook for that.
He dropped him off so
A Pornhub subcategory I've never heard of. Father son
Yeah.
tag teaming. What in the
Oh my
world?
God. He said, I don't want to upset you, but I'm going to try and fuck her tonight.
Yeah, it's like,
All right.
yeah,
Yeah. So,
yeah.
This
that's
guy's from a
what's-
different time, for sure.
He was in Vietnam and they, like, he was really like they like put him in one of those camps where he was like put in a
POW?
bunker and yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna be
Yeah.
like one of those wilderness camps where you learn how to like start fires with a shoestring and
How to not be a
catch
fucking
water.
horrible person to your own child. How to not do that.
Yeah, but then you went with POW. It's different.
I mean, some would say that's the ultimate wilderness camp.
It's like how you make a
Yeah.
whistle out of an acorn. No, nope, not
Yeah.
that camp.
Yeah.
No zip lines there.
Nope. Nope.
Well, I mean, that's like if you can handle it and survive it, it's like the ultimate gift because no one can ever you can say anything to anybody at that point.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And that's why kind of the moral of the story for Bill was like put the the air things on him and we'll have him ready to go. But he's 84 years old. If
Yeah. Just make sure you're like
he's
you're
going
not,
on a singles cruise. So
yeah. Make sure you're not in any way legally liable for his actions. You know what I mean? Like make sure you separate any kind of legal, like nothing, don't own any property with him. Like don't share a bank account.
legally liable.
Like maybe
Yeah.
maybe during this trip, like unfriend him on Facebook, any social media.
I did it.
Oh,
I did it
no,
years
I'm sorry.
ago. I
I'm sorry.
unfriended
On
him
next
years
door.
ago.
On next door.
Next.
Like if you can be friends with, I don't know if you can be friends with people on next door.
No. I just, yeah, no, nope. Bless his
Well, I
heart.
hope he has the time of his life, you know?
One
I
last
think you
hurrah.
will.
One last hurrah.
Just make sure he doesn't walk near the railing of the
Throw
boat.
him in the volcano. Yeah, no kidding. No kidding. I guess whatever happens, happens.
Yeah.
YOLO at this point.
It's like Chris's people say, que sera, sera.
Yeah.
Ain't that right, Chris?
I don't know. I'm
Chris
right,
is still thinking about the cruise.
no, I'm just right now. No, I'm back on like imagining like in Hawaii, they could just have the giant conveyor belts like taking trash right up to the volcano.
I'm telling you, man, it's time for you to get into the trash, into
Like you don't even need to have a
disposal
trash
business.
truck. You can just have like a stop off on the highway where there's a conveyor belt that goes off in the distance and up and into a volcano.
Yep.
I've
How about
done
this?
my part
You
for
don't
that.
even need to shoot it into outer space. Like
Nope.
was my idea, which is wasn't a terrible idea.
Oh, it wasn't.
But in the event that a volcano gets full of trash,
Mhm.
there's always outer space.
And that outer space is real in the event that outer space is real.
Well, I mean, it could hit the, it could hit the top and bounce back at us. Yeah. It's always possible.
Stranger things have happened.
Yeah.
That's how the pyramids got built. That video Manny sent us like a couple months ago.
Yeah.
It's originally
Was this a few
space
months
based.
ago?
No, it was like, I
A
don't
few
know,
weeks
like
ago.
2 weeks
Dude.
A few
ago.
days ago.
Feels like months ago, considering how much has happened.
It was way
my
back in that
gosh.
era before they tried to prosecute former presidents.
Mhm.
All right, it's getting late.
All right,
Yeah.
y'all.
Thank you, everybody, for watching, supporting. Tell all the people, do all the things.
Yes.
We'll be here ranting
Please
as
like
always.
that video. Yeah.
Yes.
Until next time, we're the Endless Ranters. We do what we want.
Let's do what we want, bitches.
That's my kung fu fighting. Everybody was kung fu.
I saw that. Yeah. Aggressive.
That's me. Aggressive.